Hey guys, what's up? Otaku Mike here, doing Jen Graves' is it the Know Me tag? If I remember correctly, I can't remember. Where we just say stuff that you guys don't know about me. So I was looking forward to this tag because I didn't really know what he was gonna do with it, but it's cool. He kind of told me about it a little bit. So, a little bit about me. I was born December 1st, 1986. I'm 32 years old. You will not know my legal name unless you're a cool friend, then you know my actual name. I was born prematurely. I was born 3 months early and I weighed 1 pound 10 ounces. I remember the day when I first saw my first anime. It was Samurai Pizza Cats. I was in the hospital for over a year when I was born prematurely. Something you don't know about me, or maybe you do if you listen to the Dadcast. I went to school to be an artist. I studied for about 5 years to get my degree. I got a associate's degree in art. I wanted to be a professional artist, but that didn't pan out so well. I flunked out my first year of college. Yeah, I flunked out my first year of college because I wasn't prepared for college whatsoever. My first job, I was a tour guide at the Houston Museum of Natural Science. That was my first job. I was a tour guide at a science museum. I still, to this day, don't know how I got my job. Because maybe it was just my personality. But I used to give tours to children. And after that, and that didn't really pan out so well. It was the same old a lot of the time. For a while, I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to be an art teacher. Then I found out what you had to do to be a teacher, and I was like, I don't know. And the pay. Teachers deserve more pay. Geez, what else can I say? I love ice hockey. My favorite team is the Detroit Red Wings. My dad is from Detroit. I'm from Texas. When I was younger, I wanted to be a professional inline skater. I was really big into the extreme sports, as one might say. I did BMX, I did inline skating, and I did skateboarding. And I played a lot of hockey. I was goalie for ice hockey team back in the day. What else? What else can I say? Oh, one time I got a cease and desist letter from HBO for trying to illegally download Game of Thrones back when I was in college. Boy, was that fun to get. What was I gonna say? I forgot. Oh, yeah. At one point, I wanted to be a comic book artist. I wanted to work for Marvel, and my dream was to work on the X-Men. I love the X-Men. If you have watched any of my videos, you know my love for comic books. I've mentioned it before, and particularly the X-Men. I wanted to be a comic book artist, and I tried. I tried really hard. I sent stuff out. I sent my portfolio out, and I was rejected time and time again because they thought I needed to fine-tune my craft. But then that all came to a halt when I had my child, my daughter. So I haven't got to fill that dream yet of one day possibly doing a comic book, but we'll see. I was addicted to prescription pills at one point. Been clean and sober for 6 years now. I was addicted to Adderall, if you know what that is. And that was my drug of choice, was Adderall. So yeah, addicted to Adderall at one point. You know, I kind of, because it was prescribed to me, but I was abusing it, and I was taking more than what I should have been taking. And to get that high. And then I eventually got off of it, and I quit cold turkey. And that was an experience to go through withdrawal. That is one of the toughest things anybody can ever go through, is a drug withdrawal. Especially when you've been doing it for years, like I was. So that's why if you see pictures of me, I was a lot skinnier. That's why, because I got off the Adderall. What else can I do? Well, what else can I say? Mondays are now my favorite day of the week because I get to hang out with two goofballs named Flip Otaku and Jen Graves in our podcast that we do. That has been one of my highlights of every week so far, is Mondays. On Mondays we get to do the dad casts. I have a lot of fun doing it. I enjoy all the people that I've met on YouTube and who've decided to want to be my friend. What else can I say? I had something on the tip of my tongue. I forgot what I was gonna say. Fuck. If you've watched the Otaku Dadcast, you know this. But I was a single father for a couple years after the relationship ended with my daughter's mother, the mother of my child. I got out of a really horrible relationship. Nobody should have to go through an abusive relationship. It wasn't physical, it was more mentally, and I was being used because I was very naive to the world, and I was used for money and stuff like that, which was it was horrible. At one point I was almost homeless at one point because it got that bad. I didn't know what to do. I felt stuck because I felt like I had to stay for my daughter. Then eventually I got out, and I moved home with my daughter, and I had a long fought custody battle. Thankfully, my wife supported me in that and helped me through it. It was long and expensive because my wife has a child as well, and our family is blended. So I have a stepson. He's cool sometimes, most of the time, half the time, you know, depending on what kind of mood he's in, you know. because he is autistic. So that's a new thing you have to deal with when you have to raise an autistic child. Has its ups and downs. You have to take it day by day. But yeah, I eventually got out of that relationship, and I met the love of my life, and I'm happy now. You know, I'm not depressed. For a long time, I was depressed, and I didn't know where to go or what to do with my life, because it was very, very hard to raise a child and be a single parent, and stuff like that. You know, if you're a single parent, you know what the struggle is, because the struggle is real, especially when the other person doesn't want to help you or wants to give you a hard time. What else can I say? I forgot what I was gonna say. All right, let's kind of wrap this up. If you don't know, we'll end it with an easy one. I have 3 tattoos. I have this dragon, I have this snake with the skull, and then I have a rocket ship on my arm. 2 of these I got out of a gumball machine, and I played Fate. And to see what I got a rocket ship and I got a snake. It was probably one of the most stupidest things I've ever done, but I don't regret it. Oh, I got another thing. I never wanted to be a father. I thought the life wasn't for me. I never wanted children. I was happy with the whole bachelor lifestyle, but I wouldn't change anything. I enjoy my life now, and I think my life is better for it. And I think I'm a better person for it, and for the mistakes that I have made. I had to grow up. I couldn't be that carefree young adult anymore. I have responsibilities. I have people that depend on me and stuff like that. But yeah, we're gonna end it there. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys learned a little bit about me. And comment down below whenever you feel like it, or whatever.